Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. We are the Pop Culture Philosophers. We had a PCP movie night, 2017 Horrorfest edition. We watched the 1982 classic, Poltergeist. That's right, everybody. Trucking on through Horrorfest 2017, and we've spent some time with George A. Romero. Now we're moving over to another horror visionary director that we have lost this year, Tobe Hooper, who of course directed such films as Funhouse, Life Force, and a little thing called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but definitely his biggest, most explosive film was 1982's Poltergeist, an absolute favorite of mine and everybody else here at PCP. We got
John Hammertime Holshoe.
And
Jelani, Bullard.
And
Brooks the Magnificent.
Brooks the Magnificent. What did you think about this movie on the rewatch? Did it hold up? What were your favorite parts?
Yeah, and I mean, it was been a long time since I've seen it, but I was really glad to watch it again, and yeah, I still think it's pretty good. It's memorable, and like there are certain things that you just remember. You know, the clown with its stretchy arms grabbing the kid, and the corpses popping out of the swimming pool.
Oh yeah. When you were a kid, did it scare you?
It did kind of, yeah.
Does it still scare you?
Not so much, but I mean, the way horror movies are nowadays, it's like, a horror movie like Poltergeist wouldn't have been made today, I don't think.
Really? Speaking of, he wouldn't be made today. John Hammertime Holshoe became a made man in 1982 as well, but today they would not have done that. Anyway, John, what do you think about the movie on the rewatch? I know it's a favorite of yours.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it holds up pretty well. Some of the visuals look fantastic. Some of the visuals look dated. I mean, given the fact that it was made in 82, I think it holds up pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
The story still holds up. Still a great cast. I enjoy it, man. It was one of the first films I saw that was a horror film, a scary film when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So it scared the piss out of me. This is before I saw, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, stuff like that. I saw this on TV, edited heavily, but on TV nonetheless, and it scared the shit out of me. So it's not as scary as it was, but I think it holds up well.
I think it's a very effective film. It's basically a ghost story, but it goes so far above and beyond most ghost stories. Sometimes, as horror fans, we'll say maybe they showed too much in that movie, and most ghost stories are very subtle, and some of the best ghost stories, The Haunting, Legend of Hell House, they're very subtle movies. Poltergeist is not subtle, but it starts off subtle and it builds its suspense and everything so perfectly. Speaking of building perfectly, Jelani doesn't build things very good, but he does like Poltergeist. What do you think about it on the rewatch?
I love that movie. It's probably the sixth time I've seen it.
Okay.
Like lifetime, and it's unnerving. Like these are good parents. I'm good to a point. But there's so many get out moments in this movie. Like, you need to, leave. There are problems. If I'm sliding my kid across the floor problems,
At first
it's time
cute.
to go.
See?
It's cute. Oh, gosh, there's a chair moving across my kitchen. Oh, gosh, all the chairs moved on top of this. It's a magic trick. No, the second that happened for me, I'm gone. It's over. So
yeah, but their daughter is in the house. They can't just abandon
I'm gonna abandon
daughter.
my daughter and leave her in the house.
Man.
Sorry, guys.
Jelani's great parents.
The second my kid gets in the house, I'm a coward. I'm leaving. It's time to go.
I renounce him and
Atlas
all of
Valance.
his views.
Oh, hush it. All I'm saying is this. It's a great film. It holds up for me. I think the scares are still there for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
I think
that
suspense,
clown.
Oh my gosh.
That clown's
Oh my
creepy.
gosh. And Zelda's
Yes.
the best character in this film. She's the reason I love it as
She
much
plays
as I
the
do.
medium,
She plays
yeah.
the medium in the film.
But she also
And she's
says
in
the
that,
house
like-
is clear and she's full of shit.
Yeah, she does lie about that. She has no idea what she's
Quite
talking
mistaken.
about. But
Like, she's probably like,
she does her hair.
Move
She's
out
like,
now anyway.
I'm gonna make a fortune. There are ghosts in this house.
Well, she did
You
get
know,
help.
but she
get the
did a
daughter.
good job. She did a good job for what she needed to do. I think she did a great job. It was that dumb family that stayed. So I love it. I definitely suggest it for a lot of people, and I loved it. It was a great film.
Absolutely love the movie
Yeah.
so much. It totally holds up. Let's get a little bit into maybe what the movie is about, aside from just being a ghost story. obviously you got Craig T. Nelson and Joe Beth
Williams.
All right, so they're like
Yeah.
a mom and a dad, a husband and wife, and they live basically in suburbia, and it's new, and he helps sell
sells
these
the homes.
houses, and they're like
Right.
model homes. We did a lot of Arrested Development jokes during it and stuff. It was a very fun watch, actually. It's probably one of the more fun PCP movie nights we've had to rewatch. So I think there is a little bit about, first of all, suburban culture, but also about that 80s greed is good, more is better kind of mentality. This company was doing whatever it took to build these houses, including, cutting on costs by not removing the bodies from a cemetery that they planted houses over. Do you plant houses? Is that how that
Put a
works?
seed in
Yeah,
they grow.
absolutely. So you got that, and when I was a kid, I thought that this movie was about the kids, but this movie's not about the kids. It's about the parents. This movie, I think, really speaks on fears that parents have about their children. Because it does touch on childhood fears.
kids, yeah.
It does talk about what's in the closet, what's under the bed, things like that, right? But it really does kind of stress the parents and their despair and their hopelessness about the situation with their missing daughter, and then their son getting eaten by trees, and it's just a crazy, crazy film. We love it so much. What do you think about some of the themes in this movie, Brooks?
Well, the disrespect for the dead is definitely probably one of the main themes of this movie. There's even a subplot in it where the bird dies.
A subplot.
The mom finds the bird dead in its cage. She's like,
Yeah.
oh. So she takes it to the toilet, but then the kid shows up, so she has to bury it.
That's the whole movie, right?
And then
there.
later on in the movie, the bulldozers, this bulldozer in their pool digs the box with the bird's dead body up.
And the other graves pop up out of there too. Man,
Yeah.
dude, that's really nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Actually, what about you, Jelani?
He
What do you
actually
think?
stole mine. I'm kind of mad.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It was, man. It is
Well,
disrespect.
elaborate. Yeah,
It's
okay.
disrespect. It's disrespect to the
I did it
people's
better.
lives.
I did it better than you would have anyway.
Yeah, you were crying about it, whatever.
on, man.
But it's disrespect. It's disrespect to the land. It's disrespect to the what the family stood for. It was a general, that nuclear family that you have together, and they're loving, and they have their things, like the parents smoke pot, while they're doing their thing, and it's good. It's a good home, and then it's disrupted by the disrespect that they don't even know about.
Yeah.
And it's what lies beneath of whatever it is.
But not the movie.
Not
Lies
the
Beneath.
movie. What lies beneath? Yeah.
A
But
Harrison Ford classic.
It's a great. It's just great to tell an unraveling of a family.
Yeah.
Like and they're not the same after this. I mean, there are other movies.
They're
that
actually
prove
closer
that.
together, probably.
They're closer after this, but
And I do feel like they were close. Like, I don't think they were deadbeat
Yeah.
parents or anything like that. I think they legitimately
They were all right.
loved their
Until
kids.
part 3, where they basically abandoning their.
They're
basically
Okay, well,
abandoning
let's
their
not
kid.
jump ahead of ourselves. We don't count part 3. John, what do you think about some of it? What is this movie trying to say?
Really, really, all I took from it, other than being scary as shit, was there is the family thing, and there is when she goes into the closet after her kid. I mean, there's that bond and how a parent will do anything for their child.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
do
there.
get that out of there, that she was willing to risk. She didn't know what was on the other side of there. You know what I'm saying?
And so much of the movie is about the torment
Yeah.
that
It
she is
and
going
her going
through.
after her kid and her, so again, maybe if she cared about her kid that much, she wouldn't put her in a chair with a helmet and have her side her house floor, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
Or they would
okay.
get the hell out of there in the first place.
or put them
That
back
being
in the
said,
same room.
Yeah, I do think there's
Yeah.
a...
Yeah, that's
I
a
do.
little...
Yeah, don't put them
that's
back
a
in the
little
same
much.
The
room.
ending's kind of problematic when
Yeah,
you think about it
little
that
bit.
way. But
What they said the house was clean.
Don't put them back in the same room. They got.
I know she said,
kidnapped, bro.
put him back in the same room.
No.
Then I'm going to chill and take a bath. And,
Yeah, I'm doing
I don't
whatever I
know.
want. Yeah.
I do think that there's also
Else,
something
get
about
out.
like the yuppies moving into the 80s and the Reagan era and the Reaganomics, and Craig T. Nelson's character is reading that
He really
Reagan
loves
book.
that Reagan book.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
they're really, because, there is some stuff going on there about corporate greed
Yeah.
and things like that as well. But one little thing before we wrap up that we do want to talk about is how spoiled ass this kid is with all of these
yeah.
Star Wars.
That's like
Dude,
every Star Wars.
He has
book.
all the Star Wars.
we were just...
Star Wars posters and
Yeah.
like even at the end, Carol Ann's like chewing a Luke Skywalker toy in her mouth.
Yeah.
It's just like, and they're blasters.
He's
and
got all these toys,
all
obviously
these Star
toys that
Wars
he
toys.
wants.
And I know
X-Wing.
George
And then
Lucas
they
was
force him to have this
influenced with
goofy
it.
clown in there
Great.
too. Yeah, had the TIE fighter. We were just amazed. He
I
had,
didn't see any of those Star Wars toys try to
Yeah,
kill him.
more stuff than we've ever had as children.
and he also had
Yeah.
an Alien movie poster from Ridley Scott's classic in '79. I'm just
I wouldn't
thinking,
watch it.
whoa, You guys let him watch Alien, which
No way that kid watched
I mean,
Alien.
I watched Alien when I was a kid, so
You snuck and watch it. You
I
don't,
watched
No!
Aliens.
you don't like
Aliens when
watch
I was a
it.
kid.
my
and then
parents let me watch
parents
all
are-
that stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
they're like, what?
And they
Aliens
bought you
aren't real.
posters afterwards?
Aliens aren't real.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, they burnt
Kid
out
had
some shows.
some awesome toys, and he had a cool desk in with his shelves and all that.
Yeah, I was
Captain
jelly.
America comic
Super
book.
And
jelly.
Captain
as kids
America comic
outfits.
books, and he had
Yeah.
the Mego, the
Whatever,
Hulk
yeah.
Mego, yeah.
The speaking spell.
Now that one was getting. Anyway,
Yeah.
this movie is awesome. I think a lot of the special effects actually still hold up today.
They do.
Which amazes me about some of these movies from the early '80s, and the special effects look
Practical.
so good today, and then movies from 3 years ago look outdated. It's just absolutely silly. Just goes to show you that less is more, but sometimes more is better. Anyway, that's what we thought about Poltergeist. Let us know down below what you think about the classic horror film Poltergeist, produced by Steven Spielberg, in a very, very Spielberg film.
And don't forget, Jerry
It
Goldsmith
was.
did the
Jerry Goldsmith did
awesome music.
amazing music that really just captures the tone and just the epicness, the
It was a great
giganticness
film.
of this
Yeah.
film. We love it so much, obviously. Let us know down below what you think about it. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. More PCP movie nights coming soon. Podcasts, blogs, top 5 lists, all that can be found and more at popculturephilosophers.com. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. This has been,
Jelani Bullard.
and this has been,
Brooks the Magnificent.
and this will always be.
John Hammertime Holshoe.
We are Pop Culture Philosophers. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on keeping on. Honeygrams, Golden Smacks. It's Golden Grams.
We should get
Yeah, it's Golden
Golden
Grams.
Yeah, it's Golden
Grams.
Grams.
And Honey
What's
Smacks.
honey grams? What's with the little bear?
Sugar Smacks.
What's the crackers with the bears?
Dig 'em.